Hey, it's Amber Goodrich here with Eat Yourself Fit. It's Quick Tip Tuesday. It is late. This day got away from me real fast. I've been trying to wrap up this contract. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is the job that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. I'm never going to be finished. It was supposed to be the end of October, and then it was pushed out to the end of November, and then it was the end of December, and now they're saying maybe the second week of January, and I just want to wrap up this part of my life and move forward, but it's hard when you're working on a team and you all have to work together and it's man. Anyway, I'm almost done. Like so close, but so far, one of those situations. Point is today's a good one. Today's a really, really good one. And I've been wanting to tell you all day, but I just got my household has the crud right now. So my husband's been home from work and my kids are, milking it for all they've got. And it's just, I'm feeling actually okay. I've got a sore throat. I'm hoping that it doesn't get any worse for me. But yeah, it's been like not a great few days in the Goodrich household. So trying to work around that and also finish some dye projects that I have for Christmas. It's been a little chaotic, and doing that feeling a little under the weather has also lengthened the time it takes to do anything. The point is, today's a good one. Quick tip Tuesday for today is keep your kitchen clean. Now, I know that that in and of itself can seem a little bit overwhelming. Um, but if you like look around in your space and you've got a cluttered kitchen, there's a lot of the things that can happen that can really deter us from making good choices in our environment. And having a really cluttered kitchen, it's kind of like a 1-2 punch. Like if your kitchen is super cluttered and you look over and it's dinner time and you're already tired and you just like you already have little energy to go into the kitchen and actually make something. If you look over and it's cluttered already and you have to like make space for yourself to even start that process, what are the chances that you're actually going to go follow through, right? You more likely going to order out or get takeout or whatever, or get the Uber Eats or whatever, have something delivered because it's just easier, right? Like if your kitchen's cluttered, that's just yet another barrier to making a meal at home, right? So cluttered kitchens often lead to eating out more often, which is not necessarily going to be as nutrient dense and nourishing for our bodies than if we can make things from scratch at home, or not from scratch, but you know what I mean, homemade stuff. But the other thing that cluttered kitchens do is that it creates a lot of stress, right? Like a cluttered space can contribute to a cluttered mind, which will then increase your stress, which means that you're going to have higher cortisol levels. You're going to bed more stressed. You're getting less sleep. Like there's this avalanche effect that it can happen. And I know, like, if you read about what all the experts have to say, they say keep a clean house. And for some of us, me included, having a really clean house all the time isn't reasonable for me. That in itself is more overwhelming than like having, a little bit of my house is lived in, guys. It's definitely a lived-in home. But I can fully attest to the importance of having a clean kitchen. When I'm super stressed, if I look over and my kitchen is completely cluttered, it really does increase my stress level. I get overwhelmed. I have a lot of anxiety around it. And then, like one time, this happened fairly recently within the past couple months. I've been under a lot of duress lately. I know some of you have been trying to like follow my story about work and this job that never ends. Anyway, there was a day where I was so stressed out and I looked over and it was time to make dinner and my kitchen was a disaster that I did one of those movie things where I 100% did the sweep of the counter and just like pushed it all onto the floor, which by the way, dumb, right? Like to lose your control like that, because now I've just created a bigger mess for myself, which just adds to the stress, like what happened. But it like that's where I was at, right? I was just so stressed out, like mentally, I could not handle having all of this clutter on my counter, and I couldn't even get past that to make dinner. It was a problem. So, quick tip Tuesday is keep your kitchen fairly clean. Like, and if that means that you're doing dishes for 5 minutes before you go to bed, then do it, because maybe in that 5 minutes before bed, you're like, oh, I really don't want to do this. But when you wake up to a clean kitchen, you will start the day off less stressed and ready to just take the day on, right? It's like I cannot tell you how many times I've walked into my kitchen in the morning and it's a disaster and I'm like, oh my God, yeah, this is just right. You're starting off your day with already a little bit more stress than you need to be. So, quick tip Tuesday, keep a clean kitchen to help support making better, healthier meals at home, and also to help support the mental health up here and the stress levels. All right, until next time, you guys eat more, eat well, happy. Bye.